Abraham Lincoln said something, I'm not going to get the quote exactly right, but every person needs to give back to the community in which they live and from which their business draws its resource. I'm Mick McGraw, the CEO of Eastbrook Homes. We've been in the Grand Rapids area for 53 years, and we have been blessed with wonderful customers, and this community has given us a chance to thrive, to be economically successful. So we think it's just incumbent upon us to give back to that community. We look for organizations that are involved with families, and Safe Haven is all about women and families. And since that's what our business is about, building homes for families, it's a perfect fit. After we got involved with Safe Haven, I had a couple of my employees come to me and just gave me their story that I didn't know before about traumas in their life, and places like Safe Haven made all the difference. They're working to find ways to make sure that the donor dollar is going where it needs to go. It's going to the person at need. It's not just going to an organizational structure. They're doing the right work in the right location and in a community that cares about them, it cares about supporting them, and in a community that really needs them. So without Safe Haven, just an awful lot of women would live in very difficult and tough situations.
You shared a little bit about a few years ago your involvement with Safe Haven, and I'm curious just to hear a little bit from you over these past few months. What changes have you seen in the nonprofit sector as a result of COVID, and some of the impact that may have on fundraising over the next few months?
Right. When COVID started, I had a couple nonprofits talk to me. My church visited with me about, what's going to happen? What's going to happen in the economic sense for nonprofit organizations. My first reaction was, I think you need to batten your hatches. I think it could get difficult. At the same time, the other thought came to me was, now is the time to step into that gap and help out even more.
I think now more than ever is a really critical time for us to be able to rely on one another in ways that we can help.
Yeah, I agree. And the Grand Rapids community will rally around that idea. This is a great place to live, largely because of fantastic nonprofits that take people that are disadvantaged seriously. And we're also a great community because the businesses here take that seriously.
Thank you. I think that's one of the most beautiful things about this community is that we can focus on using our skill sets to help one another. And I think Grand Rapids does a really beautiful job of doing that.
It sure does.